are tonight's starters for your Dallas Mavericks. At forward,
if I could watch only one game this week, I think this would be the one.
Both of these teams have some great competitors on their roster, so look for some great individual efforts throughout this game.
Looks at the three. Lewis misfires. Nowitzki brings it down. He drew the defense off the screen, then hit the screener with a nice pass. Davis picks up the defensive foul.
There was no hesitation that time. He stepped right in.
LaFrentz leaves his feet. That was a slick two-handed jam.
The assist to number 4, Chris Webber.
One-on-one, this player is hard to stop. Nowitzki spins. He puts up the shot. He can't find the hole. McGrady gets the rebound. To Sewell. To Davis. Finley with the steal. Gives it off to Nash. There's one for the fans.
This game is going to turn into a track meet. These guys will have to get it in gear.
Number 13,
Padgett grabs it. Short pass to Nash. Passes off to LaFrentz. To Nowitzki. McGrady with the theft. Davis with the shot. Nowitzki made his first All-Star appearance in the 2001-2002 season.
For 3, the assist to number 4, Michael Finley.
To O'Neal.
3.
With the nice shot fake to Davis.
Here's a kid who got drafted into the big league straight out of high school, though.
Yeah, now he's arguably one of the top 5 players in the NBA. Nash has developed into one of the NBA's best point guards, Bob.
I agree, and on a team full of stars, he still manages to stand out. Don, it'll be a key for these guys to start bodying up on those perimeter shooters.
Dishes off to McGrady. Shaq just dominates the defense.
You just can't stop 300-plus pounds from a European.
This team has been able to convert a lot of shots in this game. Makes the shot. Lewis shoots. Finley with the rebound. Shoots! Nails the jam. That's a 7-zip run. The Mavericks lead by 6. Lewis puts up the shot. Oh, yes!
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Nash is trying to get the ball into the post area.
If they can get points in the paint, it may open up the outside shot.
Nowitzki wants to try and work it into the post here. O'Neal fakes the shot. Unloads a 3 and sinks the shot.
Aaron Davis for 3. The assist to number 1, Tracy McGrady.
Nash sets it up on the left side. Unloads a 3. No. O'Neal collects the rebound. Now that's what I call a power jam. Orlando on a 7-0 run. McGrady grabs it on the break. That was an unbelievable 180 dunk. Davis with the defensive foul. It must be tough to be sitting on the bench when your team's in trouble.
It might be the toughest thing you ever have to do. You just want to get up and just get in there.
LaFrance. Next, good fake. 2 on the shot clock.
Out of bounds. Dallas ball.
The Mavericks are whistled for the shot clock violation.
Dallas.
We got that.
Tosses it into Weber. He takes it to the rack.
Orlando has been denied some easy points down low.
Finley is called for the defensive foul. Davis misses the first. Davis misses them both. You got to watch that player when he isolates his man. Drives the 3. After 1, the Magic lead the Mavericks 15-12. After 1 quarter, they're down on the scoreboard, Bob. How do you turn this around?
They need to take more high percentage shots down, and that means kicking the ball down low in the paint.
To Griffin. Sends it to LaFrance. Rejection. O'Neal adds to his block.
Out of bounds. Magic ball.
To Davis. To Weber. He fakes the shot. To T-Mac. It's stolen. They have the numbers. 2 on 1. Davis with the foul.
To number 1.
Griffin
Davis.
always runs through the
That's
same
his
routine
third
on his
personal.
shot. First shot. Good.
Number 1.
Sinks it.
Nothing easy on our team.
To the Diesel. With a nice shot fake. To McGrady. To Shaq. Coming down hard with a tomahawk
The
jam.
assist to number 34, Shaquille O'Neal.
Nate is trying to run some plays for the big man to get some production in the paint. To Finley. Backs him down. He pump fakes. Lewis will bring it up court with a nice little spin move. Griffin with the steal. To Finley. He drives the baseline. Orlando couldn't get back.
Time to get a spark plug from off the bench.
Look for Baron Davis to take it to the hole a lot in this game.
Orlando can't score from down deep.
Nash picks it out of the air. Griffin makes the lay-in.
The assist to number 13, Steve Nash.
Puts up the J. Lewis with an easy 2. Looks for a 3-pointer. No.
It's time for them to run the ball through their pivot men.
He fakes. It's stolen. If you want to go by the number of steals, this team has been an offensive powerhouse tonight.
To number 1,
Davis is
Baron
whistled for the
Davis.
defensive
Into
foul.
the game for the Mavericks. Number 31, Nick Van Exel.
The rest of the team gave him some room to operate. Nowitzki puts up the shot. He's stepping up his offense.
And that's just what his team needs.
Gives it off to Davis with a nice shot fake. That was a slick two-handed jam. Van Exel will bring it up court.
Orlando come up with the ball.
He pushes it hard up the court. Mr. High Riser, he sure threw that one down with authority. Davis now has 9 points. To Griffin. If they can run a few isolation plays for him, he'll come up with points.
On the arm. Score.
Dishes off to Van Exel. Looks like they want to go inside.
They think they can definitely get some points from down low.
Davis picks up the defensive foul. Van Exel is not the man you want to put on the line.
Dallas Mavericks.
Misses.
44, Sean Bradley. 2 minutes
McGrady
remaining
with
in
a
the
quick
second
spin
quarter.
move to the Diesel. He fakes the shot. Pass to McGrady. He fires it. He misses the tray. Dallas hoping to take advantage of a 2-on-1. He throws the alley-oop. See webs a big man with soft hands and a sweet shooting touch. Combine that with great handle, speed, power. You can see why this guy is one of the best. Connexel will bring it up court.
Orlando bluff return steals in the fast break point.
With a nice shot fake to T-Mac. Dishes off to Weber. To T-Mac. Passes off to Lewis. To T-Mac. He pump fakes to Weber. He shoots from long range. Nowitzki takes the rebound.
Into the game for the Mavericks. Number 14, Eduardo Nahara.
He'll bring it up court. Davis has fouled out.
If he's not careful, he's going to be gone.
Number 10, Daryl Armstrong.
He has such great
Shooting
form on this
three
shot,
for the
Bob.
Dallas
Every
Mavericks.
time he gets nothing but the bottom of the net.
He's 2 for 3 from the line. Misses. To Lewis. Fakes it.
Call it. That's not right.
Shaq makes the jumper. That'll put pressure on the defense.
So far, they just can't contain him, Don.
One-on-one, this player is hard to stop. He quickly brings it up the floor.
That whistle works, right?
Strips the ball.
Your hand into the game.
Dallas with big numbers on the break. With authority.
The assist to Nick Van Exel.
Stolen. He's not slowing down the tempo of this game. Abdul Wahab hits the 2. That gives him 6 points. He gets his defender in the air. Now that's what I call a power jam.
The assist to Tracy McGrady.
Time's ticking down, and they'll hold on for the last shot.
He is such a tough assignment on defense.
And when he can lure you into a one-on-one showdown, you know he's going to cross you up. Daryl is all hustle and all heart.
Yeah, he may be below 6 feet, but I'll tell you, there isn't a man on the floor with a bigger heart than his. At the half, Dallas leads Orlando 31-29. They've got the lead, Bob, but how do they hang on to it?
They get the ball into the post and let some of the big men go to work. I don't think the other team can match up with them down low.
Tries one from three-point land. O'Neal brings it down. He fakes. Gives it off to Lewis. To the Diesel. Powers it down with a two-handed jam. That gives him a game-high 10 points.
Number 7, Rashard Lewis.
He crosses over.
Orlando pumped after that steal.
That was a slick two-handed jam.
The assist to
That's 8 points for the former first-round pick. When they spread their offense, it gives him the room he needs to operate.
Really make a tough draw on the defender.
Mavericks ball.
Weber gets it. Orlando's running the floor with numbers. Lays it in. That's 6 points for the fifth-year pro. That's a 6-0 run.
Weber.
Nash fakes the shot. Armstrong with the defensive foul.
This player will be near the top of the free throw standings for the season.
It'd be nice to see him take top honors in that category.
I'd say he deserves it.
Strong D.
To O'Neal. He's been robbed. They've been able to get more steals from the defensive pressure.
Defensive
Armstrong is called for the defensive foul.
That's his second personal. Team foul, number 2.
He's backing down. Armstrong is whistled for the defensive foul.
Orlando forced him into a soft shot that was easy pick.
Steal. That was an unbelievable 180 dunk. The Magic are up by 4. This isn't the kind of player who needs 3 picks and a pass to score.
Give him the rock to get out of his way.
That's 6 points for the former first-round pick.
The assist to Steve Nash.
Gives Hands it off to Weber. Got it.
The low post defender needs to start fronting his man.
Shaquille O'Neal.
You got to watch that player when he isolates his man. Nice shot. You're seeing an offensive-minded player at work.
And liking it.
Lewis shakes the defense with a quick spin move. Nash, good fake. He couldn't get it to fall. O'Neal gets the board. I thought he was going to tear down the rim with that two-handed jam.
Number 34, Shaquille O'Neal.
To Finley. Pump fake. Block shot. To Packende. He puts up the jumper. Yes. He'll bring it up court.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
To O'Neal with a nice shot fake. Back to Armstrong. Nowitzki with the steal. Pulls the trigger. Weber kicks it out of the air. Finger roll.
He's got his game face on for this one.
I can't remember the last time he missed.
Hey, yo, come on.
He didn't like the shot he had coming off the screen, so he improvised. Blocked by T-Mac. Tries the three. Got it. That was a sweet shot.
And his team wants to see him come up with a few more of those to help them get the win.
To Flag with the nice shot fake. Passes off to Lewis. Powers it down with a two-handed jam.
The assistant.
Nash will bring it up court. They're looking to go down low and get some points in the paint. Steal.
Orlando's are going to come up with a lot more steals with that kind of.
He threw that one down hard. The Magic are up by 7. Nash feels they have an advantage down low, and they're going to try and exploit it. Gives it off to Nash. The Magic give up a penetration basket.
Once he had a clear path to the hoop, the basket was easy.
Nash
Pushes it up to Weber. To Lewis. Up fake. In to O'Neal. That was a slick two-handed jam. The Magic are ahead by 7.
Get up, boys.
Nash is looking to go down low and get some points in the paint. To Armstrong. Nash falls for the fake. Armstrong for 2.
The assist to Chris Weber.
Nash is trying to get the ball into the post area.
If they can get points in the paint, it may open up the outside shot.
To Armstrong. Nash steps in and makes a play for the ball. At the end of the third, the Magic lead the Mavericks 53. It's time to talk about your predictions, Robert, for the fourth quarter.
All right, I'll make a prediction.
You do that.
All right, here it is. I predict these guys going to let their guard down long enough for the other team to get back in this contest.
He has 14 points.
Number 1, Tracy McGrady.
LaFrance puts up the shot. Their coach has to be happy with the field goal percentage mark they've set. Back to O'Neal. To Flash. To McGrady. To Armstrong. To the Diesel. To Weber. It's stolen. He sets it up. To Finley. Anytime he can get the isolation, his eyes light up. Armstrong picks up the defensive foul. The Mavericks reduce the lead to 7. Nowitzki is punting when he's on the line.
Into the game for the Mavericks. Number 7, Adrian Griffin.
To Weber. Back to O'Neal. Oh, baby, that got everyone out of their seats. The Magic are ahead by 8.
Weber.
This is a matchup they can take advantage of.
That's why we're seeing the isolation.
With the nice shot fake, blocks it. Gonna shoot! rebound. A short pass to O'Neal. How are you supposed to win if you can't connect on a pass?
Right now, this team is running a little hot. They need to cool down a bit.
For three. Yes!
He can feel it now. Oh,
The assist
yeah.
to Steve Nash.
It's stolen.
To the game.
Pushes it up to Nash. Nash gets the rock. He drains it.
You need to get back in transition or you're going to
The
pay.
assist to Michael Finley.
Weber with a quick spin move. To Armstrong. LaFrance bites on the shot.
He came a bit late to the play.
Once you're in that close, fouling is the only option. The rest of the team gave him some room to operate. Pulls the trigger. The Prince picks the offensive board. Orlando has to be asking themselves some tough questions.
Like, where did he come from?
I thought he was going to tear down the rim with that two-handed jam.
Chris Weber.
If they can run a few isolation plays for him, he'll come up with three. Nasty!
It's all about the nasty.
Number 45, Ray LaFrance.
To C-Web. Nowitzki buys the fake. Mr. High Riser, he sure threw that one down with authority. The Magic lead by 5.
Nick Van Exel and number 44, Sean Bradley.
This player definitely has the skill to create for himself.
And that's why he wants the ISO.
Nick Van Exel, 2 minutes left
Dishes it
in
to
the
Weber.
fourth quarter.
That was a slick two-handed jam. To Bradley. To Finley. Weber buys the shot fake. Nowitzki buries the shot. That's 6 points for the fifth-year veteran. Now that's what I call a power jam. Rejected. No good. Van Exel with the board.
For Dallas, number 34, Scott Patrick, and number 45, Ray LaFrance.
Puts up the J. Weber brings it down. Bob, this is the pace they want.
No quick basket, everything at a walk.
The Magic are ahead by 6. Three. LaFrance misfired. Weber grabs it. To McGrady. He gets his man in the air. Oh, baby, that got everyone out of their seats. That's a 6-0 run. Looks at a 3. They're starting to scramble on defense.
Don, they don't want to foul a shooter, but they've got to foul soon.
To O'Neal. To Weber. Fakes it. Back to O'Neal. The French with the defensive foul. The Magic lead by 7. He's getting some looks from the other players.
See, that's what you call silent, non-verbal communication. He knows what they're saying.
The Magic are ahead by 8.
Nothing easy on our D.
To Finley. To Nowitzki. To Paget. Launches the 3. Weber boards it. Orlando is racing up court. Mr. High Riser, he sure threw that one down with authority. Nash, pump fakes. No. O'Neal takes the rebound. That's 6 points for the former first-round pick. That's a 7-0 run. The Magic are ahead by 12. Three-point territory. Lewis gets the board. Puts it up. The Great comes up empty. The Magic are the winners of the NBA Finals.